Welcome to Winning the Divine Lottery. I'm your host, Amy Dawes.
Hey, and welcome back. I am going to be super transparent right off the hop. I have been through such a transition and a transformation. I really don't know what's next in my life. I actually have been feeling like I don't want to continue winning the Divine Lottery podcast. I don't want to continue having guests on. I've thought about just going solo. I've thought about just doing YouTube and removing it off of Spotify and Apple platforms. I've just been leaning into this energy and I'm actually really excited because I know when I energetically feel a shift like this, it literally means a new version of Amy is being birthed, like in the making. And I don't know what that looks like. I hear her. She speaks to me. She's becoming. I'm becoming her. I already am her. I mean, if we're really going to talk in the context, um, the seed already knows what it's going to become. So the seed of Amy already knew what she was going to become. Now we always have willpower, we have free will, we have choice, all of the things. And I am just in this place of like total surrender and presence and non-judgment to what starts to bubble up within me. Because I know on the other side of it is a new form of liberation. Like my soul is being liberated even more. I am not married to winning the divine lottery. Actually, in fact, I know a lot of people change their podcasts after they start, like change the names of them. I've thought about that. I feel like I've outgrown winning the divine lottery. Like I've done that. I've done that season. I lived that paradigm. I became it. I became winning the divine lottery literally. And when you become something, you're no longer needing it or wanting it. You just are, if that makes sense. So I really don't know. I It started out with me not having fun anymore. I'm like, I'm not having fun on my podcast anymore. And that's always an indication for me that something is shifting. Something is asking to be shift. Something is asking to be birthed through me. And so I just wanted to share that with you that if you've ever experienced this, please do not be afraid. We are meant to expand. We are meant to outgrow things. We are meant to evolve. We are not meant to stay the same. Like change is always happening. We are always being called to transformation, whether we willingly step into it or we're forced, right, by life. And so I'm just so willing right now. I had a little bit of a breakthrough moment even tonight on my walk. Some of you guys might know you've listened to this podcast episode already that I liberated the shame story around my legs last year in Tennessee. And it's not like some of the old thoughts still aren't there about my legs, but I catch myself. They don't have a hold on me like they used to, right? And so today I was wearing shorts and I went on a walk and I was just feeling so free. Like at one point, I wanted to put my arms open wide to the air. I was just like so available and so in love with the wind. And we get crazy winds here in Regina. And I was just feeling so liberated in the moment. And I really felt spirit speak to me to this point of how this idea of worthiness and body love has always been with me. And it comes, it ebbs and flows, and I evolve and expand deeper in a deeper layer, in a deeper sense of love. And just this idea that so many women need my message. In fact, I was in my kitchen earlier and I was just like, use me. Like, use me, universe. Use my gifts. Use my story. Use my wisdom. Like, use me. Whatever you need to use from me, like, use me to transform my life and let me help other people. It was just, and then this happened. And then this inspiring walk happened, and I felt so liberated. And I felt so proud of Amy who chose to leave the story of shame around her legs behind in Tennessee last year and still is embodying her legs the way they are. And I was so inspired because I know as women, oh my God, do I know as women how often we apologize for something about our body. We have been so conditioned this way. This is ancestral. This is generational trauma. This is societal. There is still so much that exists in our world around that. And I was inspired to make this TikTok video that I'm going to release tomorrow. And it was just the truth. It was the truth that if you feel like you still have to explain a part of your body to somebody, then there's a big possibility that you're carrying shame. And that if people are going to judge you, let them. If people are going to find what's wrong with your body, let them. But it's time for you to stop finding what's wrong with your body. And I have mastered that. I have mastered finding what's wrong with my body. And this is a collective consciousness pattern that actually exists in our universe. And I am lit up about it right now because I am so grateful for it. In this moment, like I feel like I literally have mastered it. Like I got my PhD in finding what's wrong with my body. And when you've mastered something, it unlocks a portal and it's a new level of liberation. It's like you moving up in the video game, right? Your soul is liberated because now you see through the illusion and all of the things that you had to go through and believe to survive in a world where it's actually really hard and unsafe to be a woman. There, I said it. Do you know how liberating it is just to be unapologetically me right now? Also, um, so I have mastered that. And now that I've mastered it, guess what? I get to completely let it go. And now the universe is going to use me in a whole new way to help liberate other women. It could end up being men. I have no idea, but I can feel that in my bones. And so that's what I'm talking about here right now because there is so much shame we hold about our bodies. Women especially, I can't even think of all the times I've apologized for something. My menstruation. Oh my gosh, having a pimple. What else? Oh, I was apologizing about my legs for so long. Even recently with me breaking my wrist and now it healing, it's like you have to carry this story around and explain it to other people so they understand why you look like a little bit of a dork right now. And there's a difference between sharing what happened with somebody and like justifying your limitation. There's just such a difference. Usually, in justifying your limitation, there is some sort of shame there. You're shameful. You're shameful because you should be able to be like somebody else, or your left wrist should be operating right like your right wrist. Like it's just effing ridiculous how much as women we apologize for our bodies. This has to end. This has to end now. And I was thinking also how unconditional love, right? It's shown everywhere. Like it's shown, I'm looking outside because it's shown everywhere in nature. Unconditional love is in diversity. The creator made everything in its perfect image. Everything. Right down to the ladybug and the butterfly and the insect that gives you the creeps. Right down to every distinct feature on your body, regardless. Listen to this. I'm going to blow the rules and limitations off of you. Not everybody's going to like this. But even down to the very detail of it possibly being you as the cause. Your thoughts about yourself, your self-sabotage, your impulsive eating, your impulsive spending habits, your addictions, your lack of money to go to the dentist and take care of your teeth, your lack mentality to take care of yourself and your body, your your inadequacy, this inherent lack of love that you don't exercise or go to the gym or whatever it may be that created the distinct, specific thing on your body. All of it still made in the perfect image. This, when we can accept this, there is a level of forgiveness that is so high because you are no longer blaming and shaming and feeling guilty and resentful for all the things that you shoulda, coulda, woulda, and haven't done. This is when you literally stop shitting all over yourself and you finally, finally love all that crap out of you. That is the birthing place of your authentic self. Look at diverse love, you guys. All different kinds of shapes and bodies in partnerships that sincerely, genuinely love one another. All different ethnicities, all different, all different, all different sexes, all different ages. It's all love. And this is the thing. We are not this body. We are not this mind. We are literally a holographic projection of consciousness. And when you can come to know the Creator who made you in the perfect image, you will understand. Look, Stephen Hawking's. People that don't have limbs. I mean, we could go on and list a whole list of quote unquote symptoms that are not accepted by society because they look different. We consider them abnormal. And yet it's always happened to teach us unconditional love, to try and understand that the Creator made us in the perfect image. And listen, if aliens are real and there are different dimensional beings on different dimensions, we have to get to the point where we look at something that we've never seen before and accept it and love it instead of rejecting it and judging it. Because I can promise you this, human beings are not the only species. And the reason we're becoming more diverse is to teach us that. Because until we stop judging nature's diversity and we are part of that, and the whole cosmic orchestration of beautiful divine love and presence, I mean, we're just going to continue getting more diversity, and it's going to be holy shit diversity to the point where people are going to be like, what is happening? What the F just happened? So, yeah, I have no clue. Not not a clue. It's funny. As a manifesting generator, I keep seeing like permission slips that for me, the unknown is where I thrive. So stop being so afraid of it. And I talk about the unknown all the time and I love it. And yet I don't. I love it. My ego doesn't. Um, but there are so many unknowns in my life right now. And I'm finally softening to it. I'm finally not judging it. I'm finally loving it. I'm finally welcoming it. It's like I'm opening my heart to it and dancing with it and realizing that everything has value when you remove the judgment and nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with your body right now. I really want you to take that in, and some of you might be like totally resisting this right now, especially if you are in pain or have something real, like a real physical ailment or a health matter. Intrinsically, though, I'm saying nothing is wrong with you. And I can speak for experience from experiences. I have had the opportunity of experiencing symptom after symptom after symptom after symptom after symptom since I can remember. I do believe it for consciously what I can remember is when I was 5 years old because I was pigeon-toed and my parents got special shoes for me and there were these ugly loafers. And right from that day, or it could have been sooner, who knows? I was wired to find things that were wrong with me. And somewhere deep in my being, I know that symptom after symptom after symptom after symptom after symptom, and most of them are invisible to you. Most of them you don't see. The pain I carry is invisible in my body. And I'm just showing so much compassion to anybody who can relate to this right now. Like, what if there's actually nothing wrong with you? And it's only the belief and the conditioning that you've been wired to look for what's wrong with you that keeps this pattern of there's always something wrong with you. It's the way we're conditioned. This reminds me of just I do this. I think I'm done and then I'm not done. It reminds me of a conversation I was having at the heart ceremony I held at my house on the weekend. And I was sharing about, how I'm starting to think now, being part of Dr. Joe Dispenza's community, because there is miracle after miracle there, right? Normalizing miracles. So organs growing back, endocrines growing back. Um, yeah, it's just wild. So now my mind is so much more open to what's possible, to even the fact that if you have a symptom, or if you have a physical ailment, it doesn't mean you have to have the symptom of it, right? So if you have arthritis, it doesn't mean that you have to have the symptom of arthritis. But we've been conditioned to believe this. If everything is consciousness, then what changes is consciousness. And once you become conscious of something new, you're like, whoa, what? Wait? Just because I got diagnosed with that doesn't mean I have to have the symptom of it. What? Just because I had my thyroid removed doesn't mean it can't grow back. These are real things, by the way, that have happened that I have got to witness inside Dr. Joe's community. So now my consciousness is like starting to believe in other possibilities. And that's projecting a new holographic image in my world. Now, has it fully happened for me yet? No. Does that mean it won't? No. It's quite possible with mirror neurons that I'm starting to see more and more and more miracles because I know that that is also a reflection of what's possible for me because we're all one. In the quantum physics, in the void, in the field, all possibilities exist. And what I'm doing consciously is choosing a new reality for myself. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you. Who knows what's going to happen? Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. If you found this episode valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend.